We pick up in time for Jam 2 of the Black Rose Rebellion versus Mars. Black Rose in white, Mars in black. Felony out for lead on the second jam of the second half. With Twig right behind him. Mars blocker to the bench. Felony through one more time. Twig recycled back by what's left of the Mars defense. Here comes Felony for another swing pass. Nice little apex up. And they're through again, followed closely by Twig. At the more or less the beginning of the second half, the score is 152 Mars and Black Rose Rebellion 53. Twig goes to the box and heads up play. Felony calls off, icing the jammer in the box and forcing a power start for the third jam. Giving the power jam, power start to Mars. Mars is the Mars Junior Beasts are from Hagerstown, Maryland. Black Rose Rebellion is from Hanover, Pennsylvania. And here comes, I think for the first time we've seen on the line, looks like a new face, yep. Sugar Rush, wearing the star for the first time, jumps out, grabs lead. Twig is standing in the box, not yet on the track. Sugar Rush making it look fairly easy. They're fresh, didn't see him jamming the first time. Twig is through, and Sugar Rush will likely call it, Took a while for the refs to get the whistle in, but Sugar Rush called it, and we are on to Jam 4. Mars 159, Black Rose Rebellion 56. Jovi on the line, wearing the star. And Armstrong Jr. through to grab lead for Mars Junior Beasts. Both jammers coming in for a scoring pass. And Armstrong calls it off, I think, before Anchovy can sneak in a couple of sneaky points. I will remind you, you folks out there in Radio Derby Land, YouTube Derby Land, that at 4 o'clock, Philly All-Stars will be playing Crooked River, and at 6 o'clock, oh my God, who played Crooked River this morning? New England Skatriots will be playing whoever comes in second in this game, and that'll be a long day of Derby, and Twig back on the line, out to grab lead from Felony. And Twig calls it. Gets a few on the board, closes the gap slightly. It's the first time in this half that Black Rose has had lead jam. Anchovy running the star for Black Rose Rebellion. Venus Flytrap looking, pushing hard for lead and gets it. Black Rose team has been really riding on the shoulders of Anchovy and Twig, doing an awful lot of work out there. Starstruck takes the star occasionally, sometimes on the line, occasionally from a star pass. But Anchovy and Twig are really, really out there, splitting jams. A lot of work out there, a lot of work. Starstruck on the line this time. Their first trip to the jam line in the second half. Whoop. Junior in again on the line, off to grab lead. And there's Starstruck making his initial pass. It's a nice hop. Armstrong Jr. calls it off. And we are on to Jam 8. Tom on the line for Black Rose Rebellion. That's Sunset Scar. First time on the line this half. Sunset Scar taken off, grabbing lead against Felony. Official timeout. I would call out 2 birthdays on the Mars team. 555 Jawbreaker, going to turn 15 on June 10th. Jawbreaker is also going to the Worlds in Valence, France, to compete on Team USA. Tripany will turn 18 and age out this year. Jawbreaker and Tripany are sisters. And they're coached by, Mars is coached by Scruff and Stretch Armstrong, assuming that Armstrong Jr. is a relation. Black Rose, based out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, officially dubbed the snack capital of the world. They're coached by Olive Havoc, Biohazard, Rage, Gen Hex, Kelly Peppa, and sometimes Carnage. Black Rose Juniors was coalesced and formed in 2018. It's worth noting that Anchovy is the daughter of the head coach, Olive Havoc. And while we're waiting for the jam to start, I'll remind folks that we have 2 more games today. We have a 4 o'clock game, which we're running a little bit behind, which is not unusual in this kind of event, things being what they are. Philly All-Stars versus Crooked River. And then at 6 o'clock, last game of the day, which is going to be New England Skatriots against whoever comes out second in this game. Tomorrow, we'll have the final playoffs to determine who's going to champs in Washington, D.C. in July. So stick around, plenty of Derby to come. Here we are on the 9th jam of the second game. Mars Junior Beast 171, Black Rose Rebellion 64. I think that's Armstrong Jr. on the line. Up against Twig, wearing the star for Black Rose. We're about 10 minutes into the second half, 20 minutes to Derby left. Let's see what these folks have to say to each other. Twig, I'm sorry, it's Anchovy on the line. My bad. Can't always see the numbers until they come around, but it's Armstrong Jr. out in front to grab lead. Anchovy being recycled back. Ankle biter going in the penalty box. That'll give a two-skater advantage to Black Rose. And Armstrong calls it off before Anchovy can get back to the line. Oh, after 9 jams, Mars 173, Black Rose Rebellion 64. Twig on the line, 2026 for Black Rose Rebellion. Against, I think that's Felony, wearing the star. .444 for I'm not sure what Felony is doing there. Trying to recycle somebody back. Felony is looking for a way through on the inside. And sneaks past the Black Rose Rebellion line for lead jam. Twig still in there, working hard to get through. But Felony through for another point. Fig is heading to the penalty box, giving Mars a power jam. Felony tries an apex hop, gets pushed out. Starstruck doing their best to hold Felony back. And the jam runs out. Got a little bit of downtime here while the officials are reviewing something or other. Oh, nope, all done. We're good, and we're live again. The 11th jam. I think that's still felony on the line. Nope, Venus flytrap on the line for Mars. And oh, it's a power jam. I forget that Twig is still in the box. Twig is back on the track, but not before Venus flytrap gets the lead. Looks like Anchovy. No, this is, I'm sorry, we've seen one jam. This is Sunset Scar. Second jam. The bench shouts at her to call it off, and they do. Anchovy wearing the star. Or against Armstrong. Lead is still up for grabs, I think. Black Rose holding Armstrong back as Anchovy struggles forward. Anchovy recycled back. Armstrong making a little or no progress. And Armstrong finds a way through. Armstrong Jr. Call the jam off. We are here for the 14th jam of the second half. The second half is about halfway done. The score stands 196 for Mars. The Mars Junior Beasts, 64 for the Black Rose Rebellion from Hanover, PA. The winner of this game will go on to face the winner of the afternoon game between Philly and Crooked River for a chance to go to Champs in Maryland in DC in the middle of July. Good time to be in DC. It's warm there. Felony 444 on the line for Mars. They've been to the line repeatedly, done fairly well this half. And I can't see who's on the line for, it looks like Twig back on the line for Black Rose Rebellion. Little downtime in the half. There's always some downtime. Coaches chatting, officials officialing, NSOs NSOing, scorers scoring. We got a long gap here, which I'm going to fill by reminding folks how grateful we are, we being Philly Juniors and everybody in JRDA, to all the volunteers that make this possible, to the parents and the friends and allies, and the EMTs, the medical folks who are here to make sure that our skaters stay safe, our skaters stay safe, to a myriad of individuals who put in a huge time and effort to support this kind of event. It doesn't happen automatically, it doesn't happen by itself. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Rydell Skates, Radar Wheels. We'd like to thank 888 Helmets, Killer 187 Pads. We'd like to give a shout out to our vendors, Baby Bat Beauty, and I'm going to have to look up the other two sponsors because I admit I do not remember. You've arrived at a lull. We are sitting at a lull. You can see the officials doing the timeout dance, which is one of my favorite little artifacts of roller derby. Halfway through the second half, with about 15 minutes to go, the score is Mars from Maryland, Hagerstown, Maryland. The Mars Junior Beasts, 196. Black Rose Rebellion for Hanover, Pennsylvania, 64. Everybody seems to be taking 5 here. Parents and the spectators are standing down. Skaters are chatting with each other. Coaches are huddling up. I feel like we're about to get back to something. If I had known the break was this long, I would have gone out to grab a coffee or a smoke or a nap. Well, no more coffee for me, and smoke is not allowed in roller derby. And it's really too short for a nap. This is an awfully long time out. I wonder what's going on. Sometimes you never know. Okay, here we go. Jam 15. About halfway through the second half. Let's have some derby. Felony. Out to grab lead for Mars. With Twig trying to force her way past those, and they're there. They get past those two Mars blockers on their initial pass. Felony gets through, shows no signs of interest in calling it off, looking for more points. Twig is still stuck somewhere in that pack. Felony is down and cycled back, and Twig is through. Couple of points, and the jam runs down. Oh, here they come again, Sugar Rush. Who had a really good jam last time they were up. Sugar Rush with lead for Anchovy. Sugar Rush with another scoring pass. Anchovy is past to start off this pivot Starstruck, who steps out, and the jam is over. Jam begins anew. Looks like Armstrong Jr. again on the line. Ooh. No call. I thought it might have been a high block. Here comes Sunset Scar again. Looking for a way through for their initial pass. Preparing for a star pass to 25. Thinking about a star pass, has to start off in their hand, and the jam is called. Twig back on the track to jam. Twig has put in a lot of time at the line today. I gotta think they're tired. Up against Felony. Oh no, my mistake. It's Anchovy. Gets right through. Slippery as an eel. Oh, some nice footwork. Oh, but called for a track cut. So close. So close. Black Rose Rebellion down a couple of blockers. Felony coming around again. Anchovy is back on the track. Both jammers in play. Starstruck. Very nice direct on jammer defense. They can't keep Felony boxed up. Anchovy. Looking for Lumen, gets past Skatenstein. For an initial pass. Steps ahead of Felony. He's coming around for their second pass. Oh. Great move across the track to put a couple of points on the board for Anchovy. Skatenstein goes to the box. And the champ runs down. Okay, with about 8.5 minutes left. The score is Mars Junior Beast 239 and Black Rose 76. And there's a timeout for Black Rose to talk about stuff, so I'll get on my next round of sponsor announcements and thank yous. There's a lot of Derby happening this weekend. 4 JRDA tournaments playoffs taking place. Besides besides us hosting this here in Philadelphia, Open Division playoffs are happening in Rochester, Salt Lake City, not the lake, and the female division playoff in Atlanta, Georgia. Next weekend, the 17th and 18th, there are 4 more playoffs tournaments taking place. 3 open, Columbia, South Carolina, Des Moines, Iowa, and Denver, Colorado, with one female in female division tournament in Santa Cruz, California. The first place in all of the open tournaments, as well as first and second female, will advance to the JRDA finals in DC on July 15th and 16th, which I believe you can watch online, although I don't have an address handy. All right, looks like we're back in Derby action here. Both teams take the track. I think it's Twig versus Armstrong. Finally getting an idea who's who here. Armstrong Jr. And that is Twig. He grabs lead commandingly. Right up behind Armstrong. And I'm sorry, not Armstrong, beg your pardon. It's Venus Flytrap. Going head to head. Twig calls it off. A couple of much appreciated points for Black Rose Rebellion. Now that's Armstrong back in the line. Armstrong Jr. back in the line for Mars. Against, I think, Anchovy. Nope, that's Sunset Scar out to get lead. Lead well in hand. Armstrong has got to be tired, having spent a lot of time in the line today. Sunset Scar looking for a few extra points, not showing signs of calling it off. Looking for 4 more on their next pass. May call it off after that. Oh. And on their way to the penalty box. This jam will go the whole 2 minutes. There's a star pass to the Mars pivot. '85, Baby Stretch. Now wearing the star for Mars. Baby Stretch coming in. I'm assuming Baby Stretch is also related to Coach Armstrong. It would only make sense. Derby is so often a family affair. I got into this because of my middle child, Susan B. Anarchy. no longer skating under that name, but I remain Pops Anarchy for as long as I'm sitting here in this chair. There goes Baby Stretch. Looking for a few more points. This jam will wind down momentarily. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. 5 minutes to go. The second half of this second game of the Philadelphia Regional JRDA Playoffs 2023. The score is Mars, 259 points. Black Rose Rebellion, 88 points. I mentioned our sponsors. Mention those sponsors. Make sure they get their mention. I want to thank Killer 187 Pads, 888 Helmets, Radar Wheels, Rydell Skates, and Wawa. Fuel yourself with Wawa. And I want to make sure to give a good shout out to our vendors, all of whom are available online, not just here. Baby Bat Beauty, Roller Chicken Skates. Look for them on Facebook and Instagram. And my personal favorite, if I'm allowed to play favorites, Stuart the Dinosaur. Crafts, papers, prints, recycled, reused, upcycled. Really pretty stuff. You can find them on Etsy. Stuart the Dinosaur. S-T-U-A-R-T, the Dinosaur. I'm not going to even try to spell dinosaur. I've been around the world with a dinosaur. JRDA World Cup. We should take a moment to recognize this weekend's playoff. There are 7 skaters who are going to be representing Team USA in the upcoming JRDA World Cup taking place in Valence, France at the end of July. Mars Junior Jawbreaker. Mars Junior Beast Jawbreaker, who skates with the Mars Junior Beasts, will be joined by Oi Veg, TIE Fighter, Cookies and Screams, Carrie Poppins, No Gust No Glory, and Bad Blood from Philly as they take the track in Europe this summer. Best of luck to you all. We know you're the finest ambassadors U.S. Derby can provide. We'd like to thank all the officials who are here. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible or indeed necessary. Shout out to the photographers, to the EMTs, to the live stream folks, Drew Weidman, Andrew Keys, David Dite. And, oh Lord, it gets late early around these parts. Stay tuned for the next game, which is going to be a 4 o'clock matchup between the Philly All-Stars wearing blue and the winner of game 1, which was Crooked River Derby. It'll be in their white uniforms. 4 o'clock. Don't leave without it. All right, looks like they're in the middle of some kind of timeouts. For me, are so graceful and beautiful. Watching the NSOs do the timeout dance, but players are back on the track, so it looks like we're resuming Derby. Maybe not. This is the 20th jam of the second half of the second game of a long weekend of Derby. Armstrong on the line, Armstrong Jr. on the line. It's 2 jams in a row for him. Oh Lord, these kids must be tired. Although honestly, they don't look that tired. They're still dancing around, expending extra joyful calories. I don't see how I can do that. That one's doing the saber dance. Here we go, Armstrong versus Twig. Seen this matchup a couple of times. I think Armstrong Jr. has come off his lead for most of them. Twig has had some success on the line. Except, again, my mistake, it's not Twig, it's Anchovy. And Armstrong Jr. sprints away to get lead, but followed hot on their heels by Anchovy. The pack is moving backwards, and Anchovy gets through, forcing Armstrong to call it off. Nicely done, nicely skated. I think that's Venus Flytrap wearing the star for and Twig. Twig on the line for Black Rose. And Venus Flytrap? Oh no, it's Baby Stretch. Whoa, it's none of those people. It's a new jammer. First time they will have worn the star. And Twig gets out, takes lead. That's Lucy Core wearing the star for Mars. Hasselhoff, Mars blocker to the box. Slips through without him laying a finger on him. Lucy Core still doing the work in the backfield, trying to get through. Another Mars blocker to the box. That's 2. It's a 2-skater advantage on the track for Black Rose, except Twig has been called for something, so it'll be a power jam minus a skater. Power jam, a skater down for Mars. Twig will sit out their 30, but thankfully, since there's no lead, they will get back into the game before the jam expires, so there will be no power jam to start for Mars. Small blessings. And there they are, back in it. Jam's over. Couple of points on the board for Black Rose. That was a long 2 minutes. All right, with what might be the last jam, which we are counting down under 2 minutes on the game timer. The score is Mars 259, and I believe it's 104 for Black Rose Rebellion. And one more time, Sunset Scar is out with lead jam. Oh, it was a power start. I'm not sure I missed that. Power start for Black Rose Rebellion. Lucy Core is still sitting on the bench. Sorry, sitting in the penalty box. Lucy's back on the track. One Mars blocker to the box. Sunset Scar looking for a couple of points. Couple of points, and there's 5. And Felony takes the star pass from Lucy Core. Felony is through with what I would say is minimal difficulty. Sunset Scar lining up again for another run of the pack. Black Rose bottling up Felony to the inside, recycling them back. And Sunset Scar sneaks through again for 4 more. Oh, one blocker to the box for Black Rose. And this does look like it's going to be the last jam. Game clock is down to 0. 9 seconds on the jam timer. And Sunset Scar calls it. There we are, unofficial result. Tough game. I think the end result is going to be, it's unofficial, but it's 267 for the Mars Junior Beasts to 116 for Black Rose Rebellion. We are finished with our second of 6 games for the weekend, and that lines up Black Rose Rebellion against the Skatriots for our final game of the game at 6 o'clock. Stay tuned next for Philadelphia versus Crooked River at 4 o'clock. Well, maybe a little later than 4. It's running behind as to everything. The joyful handshakes after the game. And my wife Tira has just arrived. I'm very happy about it. Maybe I'm going to take a nap in the car. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. This has been a pleasure. And I will see you guys back for the next game at 4 o'clock or whenever that derby actually starts, all right? Thanks so much. I guess I'm supposed to say, this is Pops Anarchy signing off momentarily from the NERC Northeast Racket Center at the JRDA Regional Playoffs 2023.